Hello everyone. How to get business from LinkedIn if you have a B2B offer. So this kind of topic was came to my mind so that I can speak today when I was chatting to a client who had a B2B offer. Like he's running his business for 12 years now, and he has reached out to me saying that he has problem with his LinkedIn, and he wasn't generating any leads for his business with LinkedIn, and he reached out to me, and we spoke about it today. So after speaking to him, what I found is um, um, I really wanted to make this video so that it could help him and help other people who have similar problems with LinkedIn to generate leads for their business. So coming about what this client was facing is he was on LinkedIn for 1 year. Before that, his business was purely based on referrals. He had his biggest client in America. So on during Corona, unfortunately, the client passed away, and he had to switch to a business where he did sales and marketing by himself. After that, he couldn't find any business for himself, because as he was like uh, dependent on referrals for the whole time. When he switched it to independent mode, he was struggling to get business for himself, and he has no proper business after COVID-19. He just made his team go away. He's just working as a single person now. It was really bad to hear all the stories that he was saying, and like he's a technical guy. He knows how to code, he knows how to build websites, everything. But he hates sales and marketing. He hates reaching out to people and doing marketing things, and that's why I think he came to me. And regarding LinkedIn, what are the things he tried is he tried posting, he tried reposting, he tried posting in groups, but nothing worked out. He also tried attending events where he got he built a good network with top creators, and he said like he had a coffee chats with few, but no one brought any business to him. Yeah, that's how it works. He tried to have coffee chat with creators, but at no business. He also said he has not even gotten single inbound lead, and all the people who gave him connection request are people who want either a job from him, or or people who are unqualified, basically those who don't give any business to him. And he also tried building lead magnets. When we were speaking about lead magnets, he said I tried building lead magnets about how to calculate some particular value that is very useful for his business, but he struggled to package it efficiently so that it really brought audience to him. And he also tried running offer campaigns, but the problem that he did is he just posted it as an offer campaign, but he didn't reach out to prospects and invited them to work together. And these are the things about him. And after speaking to him, and we booked another meeting, and I also suggested him what are the things he should do, and I gave him an overall overview of what are the things he can essentially develop with LinkedIn, and what are the things he can do to promote his business. And I'll be going on through this video. So so offer and positioning. When I was speaking to him, he was saying like when told him like we need to make the offer more specific for at least the initial days, so that once we start getting the eyeballs in or the business in, we can really broaden our market. Because at the start, when we say I am specific to this market, when we say like I build landing pages to one this type of businesses or businesses in America, like it creates an authority feeling among people, where people say, okay, since he says he builds websites only for them, he must be an expert in it. And I really like it really convinced him, and he said he's going to work on it, and offer and positioning. So we need to refine his offer and positioning according to industry standards and successful creator, where he can just visit other people's websites, in the industry leaders website or successful creator website. Use, since he is 12 years, he must have solid social proof, and we you um, he can see the other creators using the social proof, and he can essentially portray it in his profile, so that it builds an extra perceived value among the audience. And also he can use prior experience. That is a different case. In this case, he doesn't come into this category, using prior experience to position, because when you don't have a case study, using a prior experience to position yourself, it's the best way, because you are the best case study. Yeah, when you say I help e-commerce business owners to quit their 9 to 5, to quit their 9 to 5 in supply or supply or logistics departments, and start their own e-commerce business, and you say I did this, and this is the exact roadmap, you are the best case study. And people don't need big case studies, they just believe you, because you are the person who did it already, and since you are helping others, there is no need of case study. It builds perceived value immediately. And what he can do is he can position him, like the using the refining his positioning, and then set up his profile targeting one person and one problem. Since he is good with building websites and thing, he can build a landing page where he doesn't miss out on any leads. That is, he doesn't leak out on any leads, because giving a calendar link in the profile really doesn't work out, because many people come and visit our calendar link, and they see like, oh, I don't have time, and they move to the other things. Really having a landing page with a form and tracking their email IDs, see how many people are visiting these landing pages, using the metrics, really helpful. Because when we are posting content, we need to track for leads, not for likes. And by creating a funnel with a landing page, and with a form and a calendar link, you can really track all these metrics. It's really useful. It's a topic for another day. But see, he can set up a profile targeting one person, solving one problem. He can. I also asked him whether his target audience are easily found on LinkedIn, since most of his target audience are business owners and CEOs, and people who are decision makers of a business. He said yes. So if it's a no, what I would suggest is he can take a content led method, where he can create three pillars around the problem he solves, and then start creating content, where the content is going to be the starting, and he's going to push content, very specific content, so that people who engage with the content really understands, or a normal man cannot react to the problem. Only people who really resonate to the problem can react to the post, so that when we start conversations with them, you can get them into you can sign them as clients. The thing is, overall, LinkedIn is a place to start more conversation and network. It's a 24 into 7 networking platform. So everything that I say are to start more conversations. But when your target audience are not easily found on LinkedIn, we are going to do this content net method, where content is going to be the face, and then we use then we are going to use content to start conversation. But if his target audience are easily found on LinkedIn, he can build a sales navigator list with past clients, with the university he studied or the workplace he worked before, so that people can easily relate to you. If you are neighbors, if you are colleagues, or if you are like in the same university, if you are students from the same university, so that it will be easy for you to start a conversation. So that you build a sales navigator list with these three things, and then you either automate the connection request or do it manually. I would suggest send empty connection request, automate it. Automation is a danger on LinkedIn, but doing it manually takes time. But doing it manually has an advantage. You can use a similar profile suggested by LinkedIn, and so that So the ultimate goal in the initial weeks is to, I asked him to max out the 150 connection requests per week, so that every week, if at least out of the 150, if at least 50 percentage of them accept the request, we will have 75 people of our target audience who might have the problem. Like we have 75 people of those people to speak with, to start conversation with, to understand their problem, to move them through the funnel. And this really, like, it's a game changer in a business, because having 75 people, 75 new people every week, it's 300 people per month. Okay, so 300 people per month to have conversation about the problem you solve, about the changes that you need to make to your offer, about the things that you need to add, about the features that you need to add, is a game changer for a business. So 150 connection requests per week is a must. Okay, and otherwise, you can either use sales navigator or use problem signal method. Problem signal method is another topic for another day. And then, using the connection request, once you connect with people, you start reaching out to them genuinely, not like a robotic or with the scripts. You, since you built a list very closely with all the common grounds, this reaching out, it will be very easy, because you have just connected with the person who have the common grounds. And taking, when you view their profile, you can easily see, oh, he's from this state, he's from this area, I can easily start a conversation from that. And he's in this business, I can ask a business. You can start a personal or business conversation, and then you can then go from unknown person to a trusted online person in that field. And, like, people usually in lead gen on LinkedIn send 600 messages, 700 messages, or 800 messages, and they really burn out their brand identity, because LinkedIn is made of the brand image. So when you send out this much of messages, you are, like, directly pitching. I have also done it for the past, I have also done it in this last 2024. But what I think is, we are really addressing only the 3% or 4% market that is ready to buy. Let's say you ask 100 people and only 3 people are ready to buy. The other people are annoyed by the feeling of being salesy. But if you genuinely network with them, ask them what they do, and when you just give a lot of value in the conversation, these people might have a problem in the future, or they might face a problem, so that once they have the problem, you are the first person they come to mind. Okay, so that's why I would say, yeah, you need to address those 3% market also, to fast up the process of not burning out in this whole process. But you also don't need to damage your reputation, because LinkedIn is not a cold email thing where you are just an email ID sending out messages. You are an image, you are a profile, you have a business, and reputation is everything. Online reputation is everything. So you don't need to, you shouldn't damage your reputation in this case. So you start conversation with them, move them from discovery, then qualify them, then offer them using conversation. It's a step by step process. And then you book a meeting with them. If they really have a problem and you qualify them, there is high chance you close them and you convert them as clients. Or else, this process, it doesn't look like this every time. Okay, there will be points where you feel rejected, people ghost you, people won't reply to you. And this happens usually because it's basically the everything that is inside this is sales. So sales, everything that is outside is marketing. Like, we are doing offer campaigns, lead magnets, content, everything is marketing, and everything that is inside is sales, where we are speaking one to one with people closely. So you feel you may get rejection, you people may ghost you. What I would suggest is, use things like offer campaigns, lead magnets, to restart the conversation. For example, I would suggest is to run offer campaigns every month. It's really like saying, I am open to work, and if you're facing this kind of problem, I might be able to solve it. It's like inviting them to work together. So Running an offer campaign every month is very essential for a business. It can be used for two ways. One is it will bring you the 3% of people who are ready to buy. Okay, 3% of audience or 4% of audience who are ready to buy in your market to you. Those are inbound leads. That's a different story. On the other hand, it can be used as a follow-up message. Let's say in any point you are moving them to discovery, you are asking questions, and people people are annoyed because they aren't used to conversations on business and everything, and people might stop replying to you. And uh, when you again follow up with the, when you say like, hi, I'm just following up, it really annoys them. I get really annoyed when people say I'm just following you. But if you say like, hey, I'm working on this thing, it's a new announcement, I'm just ready to work on 5 people who are ready to change their business or make a progress in their small businesses in this month, would you be interested? It's like it's not a pitch, it's an invite. And this makes the people say, okay, he's inviting me to work, he is genuinely interested in helping me. So this creates a, it creates like it shows you as a genuine person who is ready to help, and people will reply to you. And offer campaigns can use one as an inbound lead source, also as an, also to follow up with the prospects. Okay, another one is lead magnets. Lead magnets are the thing that says, hey, I need this thing, and that shows them, hey, I have this problem. It's really like a hand raisers that says like, oh, I'm having this problem and I think I need this help. Okay, and when you create lead magnets very close to the very close to the problem you solve, you get a leads very, you get very less leads. People get 1500 comments, 2000 comments on lead magnets on LinkedIn. That's not the case. But if you really make it very specific to the niche or the problem you solve, you get very few leads from it, but the leads will be very qualified. That's what I told him also. So building lead magnets will, it's the same case like running offer campaigns. It one creates inbound leads where it says, hey, I'm interested in this, I'm having a problem with this, and I think I will get the solution. Okay. Also you can use that to you restart a conversation. Let's say the prospect is ghosted in between this conversation, and you say, hey, while chatting with this client, I got this idea like of sending this connection request thing, or having this conversation, I had this thing that might help you. He is also in the same industry as you, and after I said this to him, he said he has a lot of improvements in his business. I think it might help you also. It literally says like, you are genuinely offering help in the middle of a conversation, and this creates the feeling of reciprocity. And it says, okay, it people, like when you send this lead magnets of 10 people who ghosted you, at least 5 people will reply you. That's a bonus for us, because instead of leaving all the 10 like ghosting us, like sending five, having replying 5 people, it's a very good idea. So sending lead magnets to the people to follow up is a very good idea. Then like it can be used to also follow up this message. So I gave this whole content, I have never addressed content. Content is same as content led method. When you have the audience, when you send the request, when you connect with them, start conversation with them, run every month of offer campaigns, build lead magnets, provide value, you start conversing with having conversations with 75 300 people every month. And your inboxes will be flooding with messages solving problem here and there. And that is the content that you are going to create. Now the content I create is a problem I solved for a business owner. That's exactly how we want to create a content. If you solve a problem for a business owner and he says it works out, that is the content you have to write for the next day, because content builds trust at scale. It says like, if you solve problem one on one and you create it as a content, it literally saves one to many people. It saves the problem, it solves the problem for 100 people at a time. So, and when you create the content like that, it when you like, let's say he said he has problem with he had problem with building effective lead magnets or packaging it effectively. If I create a content around that specifically, people who couldn't do that will relate to it and start conversations with them. They will start conversations with me, and that's a really hand raiser. And then if I start moving them what is their problem and discover them and qualify them and offer a meeting, they're really close, I can really close them as clients. So this is the content that you need to create, not the content that motivates them, or that shows a billboard saying managers are bad, or anything that is that has 2000, 3000 likes on LinkedIn. Okay, so this is the exact blueprint that I gave him. Hope it is useful for you. Thank you.